Good day, you absolute legends. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to properly build a farm. Now, I see all of the time when people are building up farms, they always build them like this. Stop doing this, because at the end of the day, it takes up way too much space and it's just a very generic build, and it can be done a heck of a lot better. But before we do get into today's video and I show you an alternative way to build your farms, can I please just ask you just to double check that you're indeed still subscribed to the channel. If you need to resubscribe, please do resubscribe, or if you have been watching me for a while and you like what I do, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button? You definitely will not regret it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into today's video. We have a lot to cover today. Now, first of all, we're going to place down some floor panels. Now, it can be made out of any material, it doesn't matter. And you can just take inspiration from the way that I'm doing it. You can make this bigger or smaller depending on your requirements. Now, the next thing we're going to do is place down some small timber walls. And we're going to place them on each side of the actual structure. Now, we're going to be building this as high as we are going to go today. And we're going to be doing something a little bit counterintuitive, because we are going to be working from the top down. So for this demonstration, I'm going to build a medium-sized farm to give you a rough general idea on how everything looks. Now, first thing to note here is that you can place your mineral extractors. You can actually place 4 on a tile very comfortably, but you can squeeze it even more, and I'll show you that later in today's video. But first of all, what we're going to do is we're just going to get the very top row, as you can see right now, full of these mineral extractors, and then we're going to wire them up, and then we're going to pipe them up, and we're going to do that then for each individual row that we go down. Okay, so the top has been wired and piped up, but now this is where the magic happens, because we go one down. Now remember, we only put the small boards going across, which means we have a new snap point, and it leaves just enough of a gap underneath the top floor to then place down your next lot of mineral extractors. Now the benefit of doing it this way is that they actually merge between each mineral extractor, saving a butt ton of space, and then you're able to compile and compress, as you can see right here, each mineral extractor within each other. And now you can start to see the picture here. So all we do is then start to wire up the next one, pipe up the next one, and then move down. And we're going to do that the entire way down the chain. Now, the next thing I like to do personally is put down all of the floor panels in advance. That way then I can see exactly what I'm working with and how I'm going to do it. Now, like I said, this can be scaled up to massive sizes, it can be scaled down, but nonetheless you are still compressing the original size on how I see a lot of people make farms. And at the end of the day, this just saves so much space, and I think it actually looks really cool to do it like this. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. So once all the flooring's down, it should look something like this. Fantastic. We can move on to the next stage, which is filling everything up with mineral extractors. Now again, this is where your preferences will probably be different to mine, because what I like to do is go down each individual row and just put a singular row of mineral extractors and just go across the line. Now you can see, rather than just putting 4 down, like I said earlier in today's video, you can actually fit a lot more mineral extractors per 4. Now it can be a bit messy doing it this way, but sometimes on each individual board you can get 3 in a row, 4 in a row on one little square, and that's like per row. Remember, there's 2 rows to this, it's 2 rows depth, which is absolutely incredible. But again, I'm going to show you another thing that I like to do, and I like to make mine one complete unit. Now you have the option here to fill all the rows up with mineral extractors and then put all your power and stuff at the back. But another way that you can do this is, once you get all the first wave all wired up, you can then just start integrating everything into the front, so then it keeps it all nicely neated in one area. Again, I will show you what I mean right now. So working from the top down again, I'm going to actually put my supply depots actually physically on the front. So I'm going to just use mine as a one tier system, and then at the front tier, I'm just going to then start putting all my equipment that I want front facing essentially. But again, you can just do this on the back and just have the front full of mineral extractors. It's completely up to you how you decide to do this. But the best thing to do is work from the top down. Again, very counterintuitive compared to how everybody else usually builds, but this will allow the stacking effect to take part, because if you work from the bottom up, you won't be able to get the snap points, which means nothing will stack, and then you won't get as much on the same footprint. I hope that makes sense. So what I like to do here is put all my supply depots on the left hand side, and then I'll start going ahead piping it all up, and then I'll move on to power, batteries, and so on. So now everything is piped up and everything is working. All the power is there, everything. And this is how it looks. Absolutely a beast of a unit. And as you can see, in a much smaller footprint, we have managed to get so much more. And it's literally only taking up a very small portion of the space compared to the traditional methods. And you can see here how everything is just so compact, but because you're wiring up as you go, you shouldn't run into many problems. Now, me personally, I'm not a builder. However, this is something that I do currently use, and there is sometimes some niggly problems where you do need to go around the back and then just finish up some wiring that maybe you've missed and maybe you've not fully corrected, like you've already seen there. I have like one or two of the mineral extractors that aren't fully connected, but overall, this is a complete functional unit, and it didn't actually take that long to build. You're talking about 20-25 minutes tops in order to set up a permanent farm in a very compact small footprint, and it's a lot more powerful than doing it the traditional way. Now, as you can see from the stats here, it is very respectable. Now, it is only a B tier area that I've gone ahead and selected for this example. However, I am getting over 98,000 pyrite every 40 odd hours. But remember, you pretty much place this, forget about it, and come back at it after like a day or two, and you've got all of that pyrite to go ahead and basically sell or do whatever it is you want. But it's not just pyrite, you can use this with any substance, whether you're farming gold, silver, or whatever the case may be. Activated indium is also a very good option if you want a lot of units. But with this method, ladies and gentlemen, you will be very rich very quickly, and it's all vanilla gameplay. There are no funny shenanigans going on here, and I absolutely love this farming method. So let me know in the comment section down below, have you used this before? Have you thought about doing it this way, or do you have a better way entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know what to do. But ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm going to leave you here today. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.